Hello everybody, this is me, Deepuk Sukumar, Faculty for Ethics and Public Administration at Tufts SIS Academy. So, in analyzing the mock answer copies of those who've topped the ethics paper in the last 5 years, I was able to see a very curious trend. The more that someone used examples of Gandhi and ideas of Gandhi in the answers, in my opinion, ended up having a better score than the others. Now, how important is Gandhi for the ethics paper? What kind of connection can one draw between ideas of Gandhi and the questions asked in the ethics paper? Let us take the example of the first question in this year's ethics paper to see how this question can be related to Gandhi. So, the question, as you see here, is about moral integrity and professional efficiency in the context of corporate governance of India. They are asking you to illustrate it with suitable examples. Now, how can this question be connected with Gandhi? Now, first, the idea of moral integrity can be connected to the concept of Satya, which Gandhi heavily emphasized on. That is merely truthfulness in business. See, take the example of the Satyam scandal. It was a case of the promoters not being truthful to the stakeholders. So, Satya as a concept can be used. Second, we can use the concept of trusteeship, which again Gandhi heavily emphasized on. It basically means that any business is not really the owner of all the resources and assets, but is merely a custodian holding wealth for the larger interest of the society. So, trusteeship is another concept that can be used. Next, you can also use ahimsa. How is this relevant to corporate governance? Now, if let's say there is a business that is very unscrupulously exploiting natural resources, in a sense, it's a kind of violence on the environment, right? So, in the interest of sustainability, you can speak of ahimsa in business practices. Then, what else can be brought in? The concept of sarvodaya. It's basically welfare for all, right? So, again, any corporate institution needs to keep in mind the welfare of all the stakeholders, not just the promoters. So, this is again a concept which can be connected. Then you can bring in the aspect of Swadeshi. Now, this Swadeshi and corporate governance, we can look at it in terms of localization of production. You can look at it in the case of businesses supporting Atma Nirbhar Bharat. Again, this is a good way that you can make a connection. And you can ultimately make also a point on how corporates in India should also to a certain extent focus on minimalism that Gandhi heavily emphasized on. Minimalism in terms of avoiding wastage of resources, minimalism in terms of not pushing for unsustainable consumerism and materialism, for example, making people buy stuff on credit using credit cards, in a sense, is not something that Gandhi would really be encouraging. So, the value of minimalism in corporate houses is something that also can be connected to the context of Gandhi. So, this is how you go about using values and principles that Gandhi emphasized on just about any question in the ethics paper. So, if you like this new format of the video that I'm making, give a like, share what you think about it, and I would feel encouraged to make more.